Good morning. Miss Golden Girl here. Here I am in my storage unit on Thursday, November the 16th, 2023. And I'm going to be closing it out today. Yes, this is the day. I've had this storage unit for 5 years now. I got it in September 2018. So, I made a promise to myself almost 30 years ago. November the 18th, 2023, which will be Saturday, will be 30 years that my father passed. And I was living in California, and my brother was living in Arizona, and my dad lived in Pontiac, Michigan. So we were left with settling my father's estate, and it was a chore. It was a chore. My dad's goal always was to leave us something when he passed, and he did. He left 2 houses, a lot, 2 lots, a boat, prize beagles, a car, a truck, and his household belongings. And my brother and I, we had to take care of all of that. And it was hard. It was so hard. It was the hardest thing I think I've ever done in my life. But I was determined that we would carry out my father's wishes till the end. And in doing that, it was so much burden on me that my own personal affairs fell by the wayside. But it took us 2 years to get everything settled. We did probate, and I don't think probate is all that bad. We had an executor, we had an attorney, but it was just getting the houses cleared out, getting rid of the prize dogs. Now that was easy. We did an auction after my dad's funeral, but then I had to get the paperwork to all the people that purchased the beagles, and that was a chore. My brother and I, we split up the duties, and each was responsible for doing certain things. He got the boat in storage before we left. He took care of selling the boat, which a friend of my father's purchased the boat. And Z. Bryan was our executor, so he hired people to finish cleaning out my dad's house. We did the best we could, but my brother and I both had to get back to our jobs in our states. I lived in California, he lived in Arizona. So we had to spend a lot of money to handle our affairs. And I made a promise to myself that I wasn't going to do that to my children. I just didn't want them to, I don't want them to have to go through that. So I've dealt with life insurance as their inheritance. I took a reduced pension that they will be beneficiary of my pension. They will, I can only name one beneficiary, which is my daughter, and that they will get half of what my pension is at the time of my death for the remainder of my daughter's life. So, but today, all that I will have is about 4 containers to go into my daughter's storage unit, and that's pictures. That is pictures. Everything, my worldly possessions, which in other videos that I've shared with you in the last month, fits into my vehicle. And I'm going to be very conscious of, when I get my one-bedroom apartment, just furnish it cheaply, because I told my daughter, hey, when I'm gone, you can pull a dumpster up there and dump everything and be done with it. I was unable to grieve for my dad because I had business to take care of. My brother and I, we both had to finish settling all of his affairs. My affairs are going to be much easier to settle. Things are in order. So I'm happy today that after 30 years, I'm keeping this promise to myself that my children won't have a lot to do when I'm gone. I don't want to burden them with having to get rid of all my stuff. Oh, it was so hard. It was just so hard. But I'm going to show you my storage unit, show you the containers that's going into her storage unit. So stay tuned. You see those black bags back there? That's trash. Right here is papers that are going to have a recycle company come out to my daughter's house. She's got papers at her house needs to be recycled, and we're going to get those recycled. And these 2 brown bags, which have been here in storage, is recycled. I got to go back in this trash. I was telling my daughter I threw some albums away, and she said, and I think one is Michael Jackson, and she said, wow, Mom, those might be expensive. So I'm glad I hadn't got rid of the trash yet, which I'm going to have to do. I'm going to take these trash bags to her storage unit and bring a couple out each week before trash pickup. I looked up yesterday, try to go to the dump with them. They want $123. I don't think so. Right here is the containers that's going to go in my daughter's storage unit. So I got 4, and there's these 2 small ones. Now I got to go through these 2 today. I looked into them yesterday, and it's not a lot in either one of those. My daughter's coming here soon to help me to load this in her vehicle and my vehicle, and we're going to take it to the storage unit. I'm going to be taking some books. I call the Goodwill, and they accept books, so I'm going to take some books to them instead of throwing them away. But I'm determined. I'm so proud of myself. I kept this promise to myself. All right. I want to encourage you to declutter also. So many pictures. So many pictures. This is my oldest son, Charles, his portfolio from his high school graduation, his senior year pictures. This is my youngest son, Kevin, his senior year portfolio. Pictures, pictures, pictures. It's clean. These are items that I'm taking to the Goodwill. I call them, they take books. I threw out some, and I just got tired of throwing them out. Letting go. These are some after 5 bags that I'm going to donate to the Goodwill. Yeah. Memories, memories. These are some of my Christian books. I got this and the Nelson Mandela. But a lot of them are living the Psalms day by day. I do books now, digital. Well, I'm finished. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for helping me get this accomplished. On this day, Thursday, November the 16th, 2023. I've had this storage unit for 5 years. Now that $120 a month is gonna go towards my long-term care self-funding account. When I first got the unit, it was under $100, and it's been going up. I have decluttered some more. All my worldly belongings fit into my Chevy Track SUV.